Welcome back, everyone. Today I was going to do an update video of the garden, but it's now turned into a harvest video. Watermelons, regular melons, melons.
I am Melon Lord!
Yeah, so I went outside to do a update of the garden, and the melon patches, the watermelon and cantaloupe patches, were in really bad condition. The Nistrum flowers that I planted with them have basically overtaken the whole raised beds for the cantaloupes and the watermelons. So there was a lot of leaf die-off for the melons. So I pulled out a whole bunch of the Nistrum. I harvested what I could. I expect some of these, if not all of them, are not ripe yet, but they're just going to sit out there and rot. I actually left like 4 or 5 more watermelons still out there because the vines that they were attached to kind of seemed like they were still alive. So we'll see what will happen then. But we are going to cut these and see what's going on. Now remember, I have the yellow watermelons and I have the normal red watermelons. I don't know which ones are which because they both look alike, but we'll see what's going on. The cantaloupe, I can tell though that this is the variety that I bought from Vessie's, because I've never bought a variety that looks like this in the store. And this is definitely from the store, because these are the kind of cantaloupes that I usually get when I'm at the store. I can tell by the skin. So we will see. Also, one of my watermelons went missing. So one of the 2 original first watermelons that were in there, that were kind of like in the middle, someone at some time, don't know, middle of the night or whatever, must have harvested it, because when I went and I was cleaning up this, the cradle that the watermelon was on was in there, but the watermelon was not. Now, haha to them, because they obviously didn't realize that these probably weren't ripe, because I know the watermelon was out there up until 2 weeks ago. So some time in the last 2 weeks, someone harvested a watermelon that almost guaranteed wasn't ripe. So haha to them. But that was kind of annoying. But let's see what we have going on here. I am going to start cutting. Now this is a great size. This is one of the watermelons, not watermelons, this is one of the cantaloupes from Vessie's. The only issue was it cracked, and the side that was sitting on the cradle looked like it kind of rotted. So it's not really rotten. I'm not expecting great things from this, but we'll see what it looks like inside. Hopefully nothing is moved in and is living in there. People that know me know my anxiety right now. Okay, let's try to cut this open and see what we got. Goes through very nicely. Oh wow, beautiful color if nothing else. That looks amazing. And it smells amazing too. So this looks like it was ripe. Let's cut off the back end here. Let's see how bad this damage is. Well, not bad. I don't see anything moving in there. There's nothing crawling out, which is always good. So that's a good sign. Let's put this aside. Let's do the same thing with this one. Let's see how bad this crack is. Actually, not bad at all. That looks absolutely amazing. I'm kind of impressed. Well done, well done. I might be brave enough to sample this one later, see what it tastes like. Okay, so I'm going to put the cut off pieces in here. Let me grab a plate. Oh, no, that's not plates. Over here. And close this. Just so I have some place to put, actually, maybe a bowl. Yeah, a bowl. I should have another big yellow bowl. Yellow metal bowl. Ah, there we go. Pardon my reach. Sweet. So I have one bowl for the cutoffs and one bowl for the melons. Very impressed with that. All right. Same variety from Vessie's, but this is a little one. Let's see what's inside. I doubt that this is ripe at all. Cut. But not as bad as you would think. It's definitely a lighter color, so I don't think that's ripe, but still, that looks pretty decent. Now, from my grocery store melon. It's interesting that it's this shape, because the melons at the grocery store are more rounded like these ones were. But it could just be the way it was growing. So, same thing, let's cut this one in half. Wow, okay. It looks a little bit lighter. I'm thinking that this could have ripened some more. And if the vines were in better conditions, I think that it would have continued on and done good. Just as a comparison, you can see how much more orange this one is compared to this. This is very white. But not bad, not completely horrible. All right. Oh, I actually have a scale here because some of these watermelons are heavy, so I'm curious to see what the weight is on them. Okay, grams. Okay. I'm pretty sure these small ones aren't ripe, so I'm not necessarily going to cut them, but I'm curious about these bigger ones. Let's go with this guy first. Let's see how much this guy weighs. Oh, keep still. 2,282, so a couple pounds. Interesting. All right. I don't think, once you cut watermelons from the vine, I don't think they continue to ripen after they've been cut from the vine. I could be wrong in that, but I really want to cut into this. Okay, let's see. So, red or yellow? Let's see. Oh, geez. That almost cracked open. What? That is pretty cool. And I've never seen that before. I don't know if you can see that, but they have these curly Q designs on the inside. That is awesome. I'm kind of impressed with that. All right, so that looks like it was ripe to me. We're gonna give these a taste later just to see what's going on. Let's just put this over here. And that one almost like cracked open. Like it felt like it was going to almost explode as I was cutting through it. It didn't really slice through. That's interesting. Okay, which one? Let's go with this one. It's a little bit smaller than the other one. How much does this one weigh? This one weighs just under 2 pounds, 1.8. Awesome. Let's take a look on this one. Now, I don't think this is a yellow one. I just don't think this one was ripe. This one was this one over here was definitely. It looks like it's the same melon. It just wasn't ripe yet, which kind of sucks. Not much you can do about that. But on to the next. Let's go with this one now. This one has a slight yellow spot on it, so I think that means something. Let's see how much this one is. Yep, stay. Same thing, around 2 pounds. I'm going to say it's going to be like this one over here. 2.2. The first one was over 2 pounds, almost 3 pounds. This one was smaller and that one was smaller. And this one's even smaller. But once again, it has the yellow spots. And how much does this one weigh? Stop moving. 1.6. And this one is 1.4. So they progressively get smaller. I don't think any of these are going to be ripe, so I'm not even going to bother cutting them. Okay, so future me here. When I was finished recording and I was handling some of those watermelons that you saw in the sink there, one of them literally cracked open, and lo and behold, it was one of the yellow ones. I tasted it and it was sweet. It probably would be sweeter if I left it on the vine longer, but I guess this variety just grows a little bit smaller than the red ones. But definitely yellow ones were in the sink there. Okay, back to the video. I'm still curious about this one. So, here we go. Nice. So this one has more red than the previous one. So you can see stages of ripeness. So I wouldn't be surprised if, doesn't matter if these are yellow or red, they're all going to be probably white on the inside. And then as they ripen, you can see this color starts coming into it. It ripens more, and it ripens more. So if these were able to stay on the vine even longer and ripen even more, they'll be even more red. So not bad. All things considered, not bad. I'm impressed that we even got anything considering how late these guys were planted in the season. The other thing that I'm probably going to do next year, because I kind of really want to do this again, to grow these again next year, is I'm going to put them on a trellis. And as the fruit develops, I can support them. That way we don't get any like breakage on the melons like this or anything like that. Keeps them off the ground, and I can keep track of them better, so no one can come and just take one. Also, it allows me, if I have it on trellis and I'm dedicated with doing it properly, it allows me to keep track of how many fruits are on the vines. I honestly think if each plant only had a maximum of 2 melons on the vines, they would probably develop a lot faster, because more of the energy would be going towards that. I'm probably not going to use the Nistrum in the beds as well next year, because like I said, they basically have taken over the beds completely, and to the point where it's blocking sunlight from getting to the watermelon vines. I think that's why I had so much die-off in the beds. So no Nistrum with it. Beneficial plants maybe around it, but not in the bed with it to crowd out or compete with the melons themselves. Anyways, that was interesting. Like I said, too bad we couldn't get really good watermelons. I'm going to taste the cantaloupe, see how actually sweet they are. But yeah, not bad for our first attempt, I would say. Not bad at all. Talk to you guys later.